Hey, RetconRaider here, with special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Dragon Matrix 7, Mathew Smith, Revenant, Alois, Drakiith, Eerie V23, EgonAlter, Emile, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, Kazorm, Nathan Welch Jr., RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Wildermyth, the Enduring War. As once again we push on to the end of Chapter 4. And at this point I really don't see how we couldn't actually make it there. We've only got one, maybe two tiles left, plus some modest cleanup on the side. So yeah, short of a whole bunch of opportunities popping up, we should have this in the bag this time. Then just one more chapter to go. That said, let's go ahead and knock out this cleanup. I think it's just the one tile, and then we'll get this done. Oh, shoot. This is the final fight. Okay. The Enduring. If you know what you were looking for, the split boulder north of Roseville Arcanery wasn't difficult to find. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. The sunlight. It's smart enough to stay out of Morthagi strongholds. I'm apparently not. Psst. Stop. Put your weapons down. It's me. Meyer? See, when I talk about reinventing myself... This'll take longer to explain than we can afford. Would you like the short version or extremely short version? Short's probably... extremely short. Please. Well, it turns out that you can put a human soul in a specialized Morthagi body. The combination of mechanism and magic is novel in that... extremely short. Zervar here, they've kept an enclave of these folks ticking for a long time. But due to a, disagreement. Right, at the beginning of their endeavor, the Morthagi you are familiar with have been created with the singular mission of destroying them. Us now, I suppose. They've been relentless in hunting us down, denying us resources. To the point of destroying entire towns? But if we can take back our stronghold here, we can deal them a great blow. Let us lead you to the Heart Room, and I'll explain further. We are not beings of war ourselves, but if you can cut down Morthagi along the way... Clank. Kthunk. Zzz. I can lock the doors once we get there, to buy us some time. We won't be able to clear all of them out at first. Focus on moving forward. Oh, bellhops, that's new. Steam hissing from its torso. It has a surprisingly strong grip for its diminutive form. And then nothing else of particular note there? But yes, we do have infinite reinforcements. And this is effectively an escort quest. We have to make sure Zerfar lives. But not Meyer, poor guy. Apparently he is expendable. No notable special abilities. Modest amount of health, minimal armor, and warding. They're not super fragile, but they're not exactly sturdy either. We'll have to be careful with them. Yeah, I think the bellhops are basically just like downscaled batch bees. So I don't think we have much to worry about there. But it is fun to see more units. Now the Watchmen. We've got a swarm of Spectics and another bellhop incoming. Nothing to really worry about there. I like those leg designs. Kind of a shame we can't convert one or two of our own heroes into Morthagi. I mean, it would be kind of nightmarish, but it would add a lot of flavor. Help them stand out from the rest of the heroic masses. A sommelier squad and yet another bellhop. I will say, just the sheer quantity of these guys is starting to become a bit problematic. I mean, we have handled it pretty well thus far. Like I said back in Season 1, I'm a pretty fair hand at this game. I've played it a lot in my spare time. But I think this is a pretty good example of how the campaigns become more difficult. Progressively more difficult as you work your way down the list, and how easily things can theoretically get out of hand if you don't keep up with that curve. As the enemies become more numerous and more powerful, it's often just a single bad turn that can spell the difference between life and death for one of your heroes. Bad angle. I need to remember through shot when I'm moving Valen. Holy crap. Yeah, see, more like that. Oh, shoot. They're right behind us. I did not realize that. Okay, that is not great. Rhett is half dead, and we are surrounded by an ever-growing throng of foes. We need to get to the control room. Defensive formation. Protect me! Hey. Not bad, Fred. Boo! Valin, why? Yeah, I guess that works. My goodness. Through shot plus return fire. I never thought of combining those two. But those two work great together. Let's get Rhett patched up real quick. There we go. That buys us some breathing room. Watchman behind us. The coachman is 2x2. I don't think he can actually reach us across that narrower path. Oh, well, I stand corrected. Sorry, Fred. Okay, onward, onward. Gotta keep pushing. Nice. We've got to take out this coachman. Oh, come on. Right then. So it turns out the coachmen do have a normal attack, one that hits all adjacent spaces. Noted. Come here. Thank you. I am liking that combo too. Compulsion plus Indignation. Not the strongest combo, but it certainly has its uses. Let's grab a couple of gratuitous kills real quick. Oh my goodness. Valen, my man. The heart. There are more than I thought there would be. Leave the Morthagi. Just get inside. Click. Head? Check. Eyeballs? Check. Liver? Probably check. It's still intact. I can't believe it. That looks important. The heart was made to give spirit to our own soldiers. Sounds useful. Is there a button somewhere, or... Ah, well. To work, it needs a willing person to fuse their soul to it. Without that, the Morthagi have been able to use our own constructs against us for centuries. But if you had a willing soul, the constructs would become agents of the heart. Sounds like that would make this fight considerably easier. With the base under our control, we would be much more helpful in the fight against the Morthagi as well. But that's not... It's not like interfusion, right? The fusion is permanent. Ugh. The upside, however, is something akin to immortality. Wait, what? Oh man, I don't want to sacrifice anyone. But... Oh gosh. You know what? If it was anyone else, I wouldn't do it, because I get too attached to my heroes to willingly sacrifice one of them, but we do have Red as an option, and that I find slightly more palatable, because I can actively give myself permission. rather than feeling like I need to ask whatever viewer or raider requested a character. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Rhett is the ultimate support character. He's getting on in years. He's half dead from his acid injuries. I mean, I feel like this is a good way for him to go out, and it makes room for another character in our roster. Rangar, probably. Alright. I can do it. Wait, you're volunteering? Are you crazy? You've still got people out here that need you. We're all meant for something. If we're lucky, we're beaten over the head with a feeling when that thing shows up. I had a similar feeling when I became a part of the Retcon Raiders, but this is... Crunch. Whumph. Thump. They're coming. If we're going to do this, we'll need to do it quickly. Yes. Valen didn't watch. Whump. Thrump. He heard noises he couldn't quite place, but there were no sounds of pain or fear. Thump. Thunk. Whump. Thunk. Thump. And silence. Open the door. They will aid you. All right, let's see what we're up against. Looking good there, Rhett. Not quite the transformation I was hoping for, but, immortality of a sort, I suppose. I'll have to see if they can hook up Netflix for me or something. I don't see myself getting out to stretch my legs anytime soon. Always clear. We'll just group up on the door. Cannon fodder up front. Oh, can you not? They can't open doors with their giant monster hands. Alright, fair enough. Fred? Here we go. Grand Matron. Suffocating heat pours off its rusted body. The noise of it is soft, like an old woman's breathing. Unsettling. Plus some token mooks, no big deal. Let's bellhop to it. Yeah. Minimal damage from the bellhops, but they do grapple, so they are essentially much weaker batch bees. Welding out. Through shot down the line. Nice. Bellhops are doing their job. I appreciate that. Oh my, that's a pretty hefty damage aura. Let's try to avoid that. Batchby's out. We'll have Zerfar and Meyer fall back. They can't even get close to that thing. And we're done. Is what I would say if Fred had landed that shot. That's fine. We've got this. Winter Shard. Tier 2 Artifact Great Axe. I've never seen this one. It said an ice goddess came from the stars, and the first Winter Shard was an axe she gave unto womankind. Their ever-cold blades freeze blood, even as they hew limbs. Hobbles on attack. You know what? Let's toss that to Fox. He has an open secondary slot. That'll give him more tactical utility on the battlefield. Tired goodbyes. You aided us in a time of need. You gave blood and soul. We won't forget that. And we hope to aid you as well when the time comes. The retconless raiders said tired goodbyes to Zerfar, the other enduring, and Retcon. Or whatever it was that Retcon had become. Oh. Slightly abrupt, but 10 years of peace. Come on. I sacrificed my character, and we got less years of peace than we did the previous 3 chapters. That's kind of bunk. Though less years of peace does make for less chance of retirement, I suppose. Let's see what cards we dropped. Okay, I see Spectic Health, Butler Health, Watchman Armor. Nothing all that notable, but I guess that does help a small amount. We got three more Thoggy cards. I guess we'll call that a win. During the years of peace, Fox brought potential sweethearts to Battle Bond Peak. If the view didn't do the trick, maybe the tale of the battle would. Verlin spent time communing with the tortoise, in his shared dreams. When Verlin came down with a case of wildbark fever, Fox would come by to feed the pigs and handle the soup pot. "How are your joints? Better?" Fox was acquired by a family of cats for a few seasons. He would watch them stalk birds in the mornings, and eventually reach the conclusion, cats are terrifying. Yeah, can't argue that. Broad Earthworks presented the Retcon Raiders with a series of painted pottery, commemorating the battle that freed their site. Ah, if only the gals back home could see this. Rangar performed experiments on bits of monster part he was able to convince Valen to donate to the cause. No significant weaknesses were found. It's okay. Hitting them with pointy things still seems to work just fine. And Rangar's daughter has joined the party. A female hunter. Wow, I'm not sure we've got one of those on the list. I'll have to give that a gander. We have no idea which direction she'll end up leaning, range or melee. So let's go with Quelling Moss. That's a nice universal one that applies to both melee and ranged attacks. We will pass on disarming Fred. I think we're okay with the shield. Ah, but Rangar. Rangar will become our star attraction. He will indeed sacrifice his right arm for a new celestial attack. And a hard pass on Valen giving up his bow. Though, +6 stun chance is nice. Just not worth giving up his bow. Okay. The party grows ever larger. We have another new recruit coming in early Chapter 5 as well. Though that character will just be relegated to the B squad. That's it. I need to customize this character. I need to get our gear upgraded. Let's hit the pause button real quick. I'll take care of the gear upgrades and the customization, and we'll pick up momentarily. We've still got some time left. Enough, I think, to at least run through the opening of Chapter 5. We'll be right back. And we're back with our newest member, Reb Sonya, the romantic poet. From an early age, Reb loved stories of valor and romance. She named all her favorite toys after mythic heroes. There was often a strangeness on her face, as if she harbored some impossible notion, was in fact on the cusp of expressing it. May as well try to pry moonlight from a fox's eye. No one would ever know what she held back. She dreamed of opening a window. The window would gaze out on creation, and she would understand everything. She comes with Flirt, Weird, and Dreamer, which gives kind of a hodgepodge of bonuses. Nothing really jumping out at me there, but nothing that necessarily hurts her either. So, welcome aboard, Reb. Glad to finally have you in here. As for the rest of the party, just the usual assortment of upgrades, with a heavy focus on our A squad, which will now include Rangar, who is our replacement warrior, subbing in for poor Rhett. As far as the upgrades go, it's pretty much what you'd expect. We burned through all our resources just bumping our A squad gear up to tier 3, artifacts included. With the sole exception of Rangar, unfortunately. We didn't have enough wood left to upgrade his wand. But that's fine, he's got the whole star thing going on now, so at a certain point the wand will become superfluous. Moving on. The factory was supposed to be our life's work. But Zerfar traded that life for something horrifying. And I won't let it spread. Click. Zzz. A Morthagi never misunderstands. Never decides it knows better than you. Morthagi are the only ones I can trust to carry out this mission. Zzz. Long after I am gone. The mountain shadowing Kursioth Ottery erupts, bleeding drills and blades. Legs that are not entirely legs, and blank, empty rage. They seep and spill through the yondering hills. No. No? We sacrificed Retcon. Everyone came around afterwards, dribbling platitudes about sacrifice. Nothing but hog crap. I lost my family. They didn't. I'm not sure if it was better or worse than a regular death. And then we get news that it didn't fix the problem? Maybe made it worse? This whole stupid thing is a waste of my time. We could ride this out. Somewhere. Alright. Fine. I'll tell everyone else that Aaron was too grumpy to join us in our wasting of time. Wait. Everyone else is on board? Except for you. But that's fine. It's a lot of pressure. Fine. What's the plan? First, we convince Rangar to join us. Next, the rest. Then we storm the mountain and end this war. Rangar? But you just said... Too late to back out now. You'd have to walk, sheesh, a whole mile back to your house. Nah, you're committed. The shadows deepen. Poor Aaron. I keep forgetting that he was Rhet's son. They never really traveled together, so, it didn't come up much. Assault the Morthagi core, which I'm guessing is that marker up north. And it turns out our mystery tile was Skull Cove, a village. That's where our final recruit is waiting. Not what I was expecting, but that is slightly more convenient for us. So let's reassemble the B squad. We'll have them pick up our new recruit. And we'll have Rangar hook up with our A squad, and they'll start moving up north to clear tiles. We also have a little bit of cleanup left over here. Roseville Arcanery, Denlara Outfitter, and Skull Cove, of course. Plus, what is that? 8 tiles? Split into 3 groups, separated by mountains and lakes. That is slightly less than ideal. That said, we are technically past time. And given the very twisty and turny nature of the landscape here, it is going to take me a minute or two to figure out exactly how we should organize our guys. It might actually be faster for us to have the A squad pick up our new recruit. But we're also staring down an incursion in 122 days. So we need to lock down some of those northern tiles to restrict where that can come from. Yeah, we don't have time for another event anyway, so we'll hit the pause button for now. I'll figure out our battle plan here, and we'll pick up here next time as we dig into Chapter 5. But I'm sure we've still got at least 2 or 3 more good episodes ahead of us. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Wildermyth, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official websites. And if you'd like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things, or maybe even check out the Patreon, the YouTube memberships, or the Nexus GG page. Links are in the description.